Hello, welcome to the channel, The Three Grandmothers, the Dry Omas. I'm your host, Carmen. Please remember that the video has subtitles in English, Spanish, and German in order you can read the content as well. Sorry for the delay of this video, but I gave a wrong step and kissed the floor, but I'm better now, me and my crutches. In the video of today, we will talk about our second grandmother, the woman who disobeyed, the original sin, the story of the woman and the snake. Well, this woman married the snake, and that's the original sin. Our genetic. We are a mixed race, but we are not allowed to have contact with other races. That is why we cannot compare ourselves to see how similar or different we are in comparison with the other races. This woman is present in all the cultures and in several periods of time with different names. As we have seen, they live longer than we do. That is why they were considered like gods. Athena, 600 years, Maria, 900, Venus, Aphrodite, Margot, we don't know, but for sure she lived longer. If we study the art and history, we can see her legacy in all the iconography around the world. When the three ladies splitted, Venus Aphrodite was in Lebanon with Maria when she died or she was killed. And here is where her journey started. What happened later? After Maria died, she went to chase the responsible for Maria's death. What today is Madagascar or India. Let's remember we were one single continent at that time. Venus, Aphrodite is Durga. According to the Indian history, Durga is the undefeatable goddess. The Durga Puja tells the story of the battle between the goddess Durga and the buffalo demon Mahishasuras. This festival is really important for all this region, India and Bangladesh. Please take a look to the symbols. It's important to learn to read the symbols. This is the battle of Durga against the buffalo demon. Can you see this picture? This man with a head of a bull. And in the left side, a picture of the same battle. The head is cut off, but take a look to this guy. What do you see? Here is another representation of the buffalo demon holding a snake because it means that it's from the genetic of the snake. And what is under the mustache? Big canine teeth. Can you see here? In the iconography of the old gods, you can find all these guys. They were really real. They look like persons, but with a complete different genetic. After she defeated the buffalo demon, she made of India her new home. All the beautiful temples and carving stones were done because of her. And Mahabharata was written by her, the chronicles of the old wars. And of course, the Kama Sutra. But who but only a woman to talk about love? Who? Only a woman. When the reset of the story came in India, she was so important that it was impossible to erase her legacy. What they did, they split her life, her battles, her legacy. They split it in several goddesses, in several characters, but all refer to the one single woman. Lakshmi, Sarabasti, Ambika, Sakti, Parvati, all are the same woman, but in different periods of time and in different events. Remember, they live longer than us. Where else can we find evidence of this woman? Well, all these here, all the buildings, all the old temples, all the history is the legacy of Venus, Aphrodite, Margot, Durga, as you want to call her. In Yemen, in the pre-Islam, there was a very important cult, the Dul Khalasa. It was dedicated to the three daughters of Allah. Not always the Muslims were the guardians of the Mecca. They were other groups. But during the reset of the history, these beliefs were considered idolatry. Let's see what is written about this cult for the women. After Muslims took back Mecca, they destroyed the idols surrounding the Kaaba. The next target, Yemen, to wipe out the cult of prostitution and continue to remove the idolatry from the rest of Arabia. In the pre-Islam, the guardian of the Mecca was Hubal and the three daughters of Allah. Hubal was a man that is the guardian of the Mecca. There are histories that in the temple, when they arrived, it was destroyed several times. But when they arrived, the hands were cut off, and as we have learned, they could make symbols with their hands. That is why it was important that all the statues and symbols, they destroyed the hands. And the three daughters of Allah, we have the Alat, that is the war goddess, Al-Usa or Al-Suhara, that is the morning star. What is the first star that you can see in the sky? Venus, the morning star. And of course, Manat, the destiny goddess. In this picture, you can see the destroyed temple of Yemen that was dedicated to these three women. Can you see the size of the stones compared to the size of this person? This temple was huge. Let's see what is written in internet about this. Military campaign to destroy the Yemenite Kaaba. In October of 1925, authorities dispatched a military campaign to the mountains of Daus. There, a massive building dedicated to the false idol Dulcalasa stood. Nearby was a tree that the idolaters worshipped. The prostitution cult was back, and it was being run by the tribe of Taos. One of the members of the campaign commented that the building dedicated to the idol was massive. So massive, in fact, that it will take 40 men to move a single rock that made up this building. However, the building and the idol were destroyed, and the tree was burned to the ground, and the cult disappeared once again. Really pity that all the memories of these three women were systematically erased. But it's our history. In the next episode, let's analyze this video. It's very interesting because it's the story of this woman, but we will analyze the symbols. They are telling the story from the perspective of the symbols, and you will learn how to identify and how to decipher these symbols. Until the next time, bye bye.